Hello everybody, this is CholeraSC bringing you the first game of Group B of the Incruit OSL, and this is going to be The Rock versus Light! Really, after July versus Flash, I think the caliber play might step down a little bit with these two players, but still it could be exciting because this match will be played on my new favorite map, Plasma! That's right, it's Plasma. My new favorite map. Troy was Cholera's last favorite map, and now it is Plasma. I love this map. And we're going to be seeing an interesting match here. The Rock, of course, has always been, somewhat successful in Star Leagues, individual Star Leagues. He perhaps does not get enough credit from commentators, including myself. He's 54% against Terran. Light was once a very promising Terran player, maybe a year ago, and he sort of slid out of the scene. He's always been on the edges of going far, and this is, I think, the farthest he's gotten into an individual league in quite a while. Here is Light in red at the 11 o'clock position, and the Rock is the Protoss player at the 7 o'clock location. Light is 50% against Protoss. And by the way, in case you guys notice my voice sounds different, I was using my old microphone in Game 1, July versus Flash, and now I'm using my new microphone in this game. So please, in the comments of this video, tell me which microphone you like better. Just say mic 1 or mic 2, the mic in this game. I'm really trying to determine which headset is better, and you know what kind of thing you guys like better. Basically, this headset does not have noise canceling. The first one does have noise canceling for the microphone. It definitely needs a different qualities of sound. I won't need to go into it in detail, but just let me know. Anyway, here we're seeing a pretty early scout here from the Rock, moving to the right there through the lurker eggs, and we'll see if the Rock decides to build some kind of proxy tech or proxy buildings over there, or if he's just going to go for that early scout after pylon. And here we're seeing signs, fans of one of the two players, of course. And really, I think this group is relatively soft compared to the Group A. Certainly, it's going to be the Rock, Light, and I believe it's what's his name and what's his name? Sorry, I completely confused this group with another group. I will actually find out for you later. But here's the barracks going up. Supply depot for Light, and Light is going to be able to block that scout from getting into his base. Meanwhile, the Light has not gone for a scout of his own. I think he's fairly confident in his build, which means he's most likely not going for a fast expand. He's probably going to go for a one base build. Here's a 14 Nexus, though, coming from Light. And by the way, we did see, I believe, the player NBS go for a double Nexus before Gateway on Plasma, which worked horribly. It totally failed. And we'll see if anyone else is going to try doing something like that. Of course, it could be a possible counter if your opponent is going 14 command center, I suppose, but really, it's a kind of a silly build, and certainly I think the Rock is good enough to avoid doing something so silly as that. But who knows? The Rock could be cooking up something interesting, could be cooking up something weird, and looks like we are going to see a proxy factory here from Light. So Light has gone for a proxy factory here in the center, one of the center islands on the map, and I don't think the Rock has any idea this is here. The Light has not really scouted Rock's base. He doesn't know which starting location the Rock is in, but he can float that factory into either of the starting locations, and certainly could be very successful with a good vulture harass before the Rock is prepared for it. Looks like, interesting enough, a pylon was built inside the natural expansion. Oh, I see. I think that's kind of just an anti-command center pylon there. He wants to stop Light from going for an expansion, if that was what he indeed was going for. But the Light looks like he's intercepted the probe, and he might be able to pick it off, but it looks like the probe is actually going to get into, no, it looks like it was trying to get into, but did not get into Light's base. So he still has no idea that the factory is outside. It's not inside of the base, and of course it is in a hidden location there. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to anticipate this. This group is actually not soft because it has Best in it. I was thinking of another group, I guess. But the other player is quite soft. GG Play is not exactly the best Zerg player out there, so it's it's the Rock, Light, Best, and GG Play. I do anticipate Best making out of this group, but we'll see who the other player is going to be. Of course, it can be one of either race or one of all three races here. Pylon goes down now. But still, the problem for Rock is that he has no idea what's coming. He doesn't know whether there's a command center building inside of Light's base ready to be floated out. He doesn't know whether it's something crazy like, I don't know, a quick dropship. He doesn't know anything that's going on. All he knows is that there's no expansion landed as of yet, and he has to play cautiously because of this. He does have a Dragoon out now, and he's not gone for some kind of fast tech of his own, so he might be a little bit better off against this floated factory here. But, you know, we're going to have to see. It looks like, interesting enough, Light has decided not to float the factory. I think what he's going to do is actually kill the lurker eggs and then attack from that island location directly into the base by land. And once again, the Rock just really is trying to get in, but now he's lost a scout. He has no idea what's going on. He's going to be in the dark, and you know, this is not going to be good for the Rock. Definitely not. And looks like he smartly leaves the Dragoon there. So at least Light does not know what kind of tech he's going for. He could be going for, you know, Dark Templar, obviously, a Reaver drop. Any of those techs is possible. Although, from what we're seeing, we're actually seeing a Forge and just range upgrade. So, interesting enough that a Forge is being put up by the Rock so early. That's definitely not standard against Terran. But maybe he wants to play it extra careful and put down a couple of Photon Cannons. Maybe he senses some kind of Vulture drop coming, in which case it would be a very good idea to have Photon Cannons. But unfortunately for him, I don't think he knows this is coming. Yeah, there's nothing near those Lurker Eggs that's going to detect for him. He's actually put down Photon Cannons like I suspected. I think what he was expecting was a floated factory somewhere or a Vulture drop. I think that's what he was anticipating. And unfortunately, that is not what Light has going here. Light has 2 tanks and 2 vultures now. Tanks, of course, have